A massive mushroom cloud lights up the Israeli night sky, triggering panic as the explosion is seen from miles away. A powerful blast near a key Israeli arms facility sparks speculation and fuels rumors about possible nuclear links. Dramatic visuals capture thick smoke plumes rising and shrouding a sensitive site believed to be linked to strategic programs. Israeli authorities describe the incident as a pre-planned experiment, moving quickly to contain panic and control the narrative. A large mushroom-shaped cloud was seen rising over the Israeli sky following a significant blast at a defense testing site, according to reports by RT. A powerful blast near Beit Shemesh caused concern among residents after bright fireball was observed lighting up the night sky across the surrounding area. Videos circulated by RT showed a large fireball followed by thick smoke rising high above the site, drawing widespread attention on social media platforms. According to reports by RT, the explosion took place at a testing facility associated with the state-owned Toma defense firm. The company is known for developing propulsion systems used in missile programs, including those supporting interceptor systems such as the Arrow missile system. Several local residents initially expressed concern, fearing the possibility of sabotage or serious accident at what is considered a sensitive, military-linked installation. However, Toma later clarified that the blast was part of a pre-planned experiment and stated that no irregular incidents or unexpected issues had occurred during the test. Israeli officials also confirmed that there was no indication of a security breach or any form of external involvement linked to the explosion. Iranian state television broadcast live tutorials showing civilians how to handle AK-47 rifles. A rare public training initiative aired amid rising tensions with the United States. The state-run programs featured IRGC instructors demonstrating basic weapon handling, safety steps and combat preparation techniques aimed at non-military audiences. Segments included step-by-step instruction on rifle use, marksmanship fundamentals and field readiness routines, presented in a straightforward format that civilians could follow. In the program, the presenter also fired at the flag of the United Arab Emirates amid rising tensions between Tehran and Abu Dhabi. The unusual public training broadcasts have prompted questions among analysts about Tehran's internal security concerns and its intent in signaling preparedness to domestic and regional audiences. Those broadcasts came as reports suggested fresh U.S. strikes on Iran could resume as early as next week, heightening regional alarm over possible escalation. The New York Times says both U.S. and Israeli authorities are stepping up military preparations and reviewing a range of contingency options in response to the crisis. U.S. officials are reported to be examining multiple military plans for possible escalation, from targeted strikes to more complex operations requiring significant resources. One scenario under consideration would deploy special forces to recover buried nuclear material, a high-risk mission intended to deny Tehran sensitive assets. Military experts warn such an operation could demand thousands of troops, extensive logistics, and carry a substantial risk of heavy casualties and wider conflict. Officials also say forces could be tasked with seizing Karg Island, a critical oil export hub, as part of efforts to disrupt Iran's economic lifelines. Another option being weighed is a renewed wave of intensified airstrikes across Iran targeting military installations, strategic infrastructure, and nuclear-related sites. Potential targets in that campaign would include military bases, facilities tied to missile and nuclear programs, and key transport or energy nodes supporting Iran's capabilities. The current military buildup and planning activity point to a possible return to open conflict after the diplomatic pause surrounding Trump's China visit, raising concern among regional partners. Iran's parliament is reportedly working on legislation that could authorize a reward for the killing of the U.S. president. Reports say the Iranian government could offer as much as €50 million to any individual or entity that kills Trump. The proposed reward is being framed as retaliation for the killing of Iran's top leader and commanders during the war. The move was reportedly revealed by the head of Parliament's National Security and Foreign Policy Committee. Ebrahim Aziz said, and I quote, "We believe the vile President of the United States, the ominous and disgraceful Zionist Prime Minister, and the CENTCOM commander must be targeted and subjected to reciprocal action. This is our right. Just as our Imam was martyred, the President of the United States must be dealt with by any Muslim or free person. If any natural or legal person carries out this religious and ideological mission, the government is obliged to pay 50 million euros as a reward." Unquote. Trump has also survived multiple assassination scares, including a recent security incident in Washington. He reportedly escaped another brief scare after shots were fired near a reporter's gala last month. Earlier in March, reports also said a mass text message tied to a bounty on Trump circulated across Iran. That threat emerged as Trump wrapped up his trip to Beijing and claimed Xi Jinping had agreed to help on Iran, assertions that have not quelled fears of near-term military options.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that look, you will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest news makers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the U.S. will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry ghats.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HT videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.